Okay, how's it going, everybody? Top shelf goal. So we just finished the Red Sox game. Alright, I'm gonna sim the rest of this series. Oh, put us on the bench. That's right, because Jimenez was injured a little bit. I'll put him back in the rotation. I'll let Kevin Gossman go back in the bullpen. Alright. 2 to 3 weeks. Look at that, we actually won 2 in a row. We're still 4 and 14 though. That's just not good at all. Oh no, looks like we swept the Red Sox there, so that's good, right? Scouting.
Good morning, baseball fans. A great weekend of baseball has concluded, and we're set for a new week of games. But first, here's what happened around the league on Sunday. Starting in the AL East, the Red Sox were in Baltimore to take on the O's. And it was the Orioles who came out on top. The final score was 9-5.
Joaquin Marte,
Adam
Shannon Malone.
had a day to
Those guys could be
remember,
pretty good.
amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate. As of today, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, 9 games back. The New York Mets played interleague baseball with the Yankees in the Bronx, and it was the Mets who came out on top. The score was 3-1.
This White Sox series. 2 weeks. Oh, it's double A, so it doesn't really matter if it's just double A. Just do auto for that. 1 to 2 months. Let's go back to scouting real quick. Bud Rivera, Shannon Malone.
Happy Friday, baseball fans.
So
Before the weekend series get underway, here are the highlights from Thursday's action. In the AL Central, the Blue Jays paid visit to the rock and roll capital of the world to match up against the Indians. And it was the Tribe who walked off victorious in extra innings, the final 4-3. Brandon Moss turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. At the moment, the Indians sit in first place in the American League Central Division, 1 game ahead of second. The Detroit Tigers battle against the hometown Royals in KC, and it was the Royals who came out on top. The score was 5-1. Edison Volquez gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. Right now, the Royals are in last place in the AL Central, 9 games back. The Tigers are second in the division, 1 game out of first. The Chicago White Sox paid visit to the Twins at Target Field in Minneapolis.
It's a great start here.
6 and 16. The final was 6-3.
So
if we take that,
you go to the GM goals, you see our total budget at $95.5 million. Our projected budget for next year is 85, well, almost $86 million, which is not good. That's like a $10 million drop off in budget.
Looking at the standings, the A's are in
we're expected to make the postseason this year. I don't think that's gonna happen. Just the way we're
top the division. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage.
That's what I want the
The Mariners were in Houston to take on the Astros, and Seattle got the W in extra innings. The final 4-3. Robinson Cano led the charge offensively with 3 knocks in the contest. Heading into today, the Astros are in 4th place in the AL West. They're 7 games back.
It's not good
the
for
Mariners
Tim
are 4th
Russ.
in the division. They're 7 games back.
I think that's what his name
Cincinnati
is.
Reds were in the ATL to match up against the Braves, and it was Atlanta who walked off to a victory in extra innings. The final score was 3-2. At the moment, the Braves
Weeders
sit
is
in
a free
last
agent this
place
year, I
in the
think,
National League East. They're 7 games back.
Oh, which means our budget isn't good. Might be hard to sign
National
Matt
League
Weeders.
Central Division. They're 3.5 games back. The Nationals took on the Mets in Flushing, New York, and Washington was the winner. The final was 4-0. Jordan Zimmerman twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound for the victory. As of today, the Mets are in 3rd place in the NL East. They're 3.5 games back. The Nationals are 2nd in the division, only a half game back. The Philadelphia Phillies visited the Redbirds in the Gateway City. It was the Cardinals who collected the dub.
Summer game here. 11-5. Not good. Some one more.
Good morning, baseball fans. Great Sunday action lies ahead. But first, here's what happened in Major League Baseball on Saturday. Starting in the AL East, the Tampa Bay Rays paid visit to Charm City to take on the O's. And it was the O's who came away victorious, 8-2.
What's that guy's
Steve
name?
Pierce was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. The New York Yankees
There we go. We're starting to string some wins together now. 8 and 17. I'll sum up to the Toronto series because I like to play against my Blue Jays. It's kind of fun.
Have lost their lives serving in the U.S. Army.
He's good. Landon Colligan looks like he could be pretty good. I don't know about Ryan Downey though. I don't think he's going to be anything good.
Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the AL East.
I sent too far to the side though. What's that budget looking like now? Yeah, still the same thing. Alright.
The weekend is almost here and some great series are ahead, but before we get there, we'll go back to Thursday's action to see how it shook out. Looking first at the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles were in the Big Apple to play the Yankees, and Baltimore was victorious. The score was 6-5.
Joseph Joyner.
Jonathan Scope was a major force at the plate as he drove in 4. Sam Freeman pitched well enough to earn his first victory of the year. Right now, the Yankees are in 4th place in the AL East. They're 7 games back.
Currently scouting Austin Fisher. This guy looks like he could be pretty good. Joseph Joyner.
Back at how Sunday's baseball action unfolded.
The accuracy is
AL East,
pretty much full.
We're in the Bronx to take on the Yankees. And the game wore on to extra innings with the Yankees walking off with the win. The score was 2-1. Chris Martin was victorious in this one, earning his first win. Heading into today, the Yankees sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 6 games out of 1st. The Rangers battled the Tampa Bay Rays in St. Pete.
Look briefly right
and on
here.
the road, the Rangers stole the extra innings win. The final score was 3-2.
Fire trades. Come on now.
Stolmy Pimentel
Come on
earned
now.
the victory on the mound, his first of the season. Looking at the standings,
yeah, Mookie
the Rays
Betts,
sit in
Clay
1st
Buchholz.
place in the American League East Division, 4 games up. The Rangers sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 4.5 games back. The Boston Red Sox paid visit to the Bluebirds in Toronto, and it was the boys from north of the border who were victorious. Final score was 5-2. As of today, the Blue Jays are in 2nd place in the AL East. They trail first by 4 games. The Red Sox are 4th in the division, 6.5 games back.
I can get Wade and Ken back over here.
We're in the South Side doing battle with the White Sox in an interleague matchup.
That's actually not a bad trade. Russell Martin and Miguel Castro.
Homer Bailey earned the victory on the hill, tossing a complete game gem.
Saunders.
Right now, the
Kelly
White Sox
Pruitt
are in 3rd place in the AL Central, 2.5
Pilar,
games out of 1st. The Reds
Devin Travis.
are in
I don't know
4th
if
place
bad.
in the NL Central. They trail first
Alright,
by 4
Dickey.
games. The Minnesota Twins did battle against the Tribe at Progressive Field, and the game went to extras with the Indians walking off with
that
the
salary
win.
isn't
The final
gonna
was
be good,
9-6. Michael Brantley collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively for the winning side. Heading into today, the Indians sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, 1 game out of 1st. The Twins are 4th in the division. They trail first by 4 games. The Kansas City Royals were in Detroit to take on the Tigers. The Tigers came away with the win. The score was 2-1. At the moment, the Tigers are sitting atop the AL
Justin
Central,
Verlander.
1 game ahead of 2nd. The Royals
A
are at
couple
the
years ago,
bottom of the
there's no way the
division,
Tigers
9
trade
games
Verlander, but he's kind of falling off a little bit now.
Visit to the OC to take on the Halos at Angels Stadium, and it was Houston who came away with the win. The score was 3-1.
I can get Jonas
Looking at
Cespedes.
the
It's not too bad.
standings, the Angels are atop the American League West, 4 games up. The Astros are 2nd in the division. They trail first by 4 games. The Oakland Athletics visited the M's at Safeco Field in Seattle, and the A's were the winners. The final score was 11-3.
Garrett Richards looks like he's kind of a solid pitcher there.
As he came away with 4 base hits in the game.
I do not
He has
want
now
Josh
hit safely
Hamilton.
in 7 straight games. Right now, the Mariners sit in
Yeah, we
last
just got
place
traded
in the
back to
American
the-
League West Division. They're
to the
7.5
Rangers.
games out of 1st. The A's are 4th in the division, 5.5 back. The
Nah.
Atlanta Braves visited the Nats in the nation's capital, and it was free baseball for the Braves as they came away with the extra innings win. The final was 2-0. Jim Johnson pitched well enough to earn his first victory of the year. Heading into today,
Chris Cabrera
Nationals
looks
are
like he
atop
could be
the
pretty good
National League
at a
East
potential.
Division, 2 games up on 2nd place.
No.
The Braves are 4th in the division, 5.5 back.
Marquez.
The New York Mets
No.
paid visit to the city of brotherly love
Nope.
to match up with the Phils, and it was the Phillies who came
Not
out on
Lee
top.
Jones,
The
maybe?
final was 3-0. As of today, the
T.
Phillies
Gordon.
are in last place in the NL East,
No.
6 games out
Brett
of
was
1st.
the last one.
The Mets are 3rd in the division, 2.5
Ichiro.
games out of 1st. The Chicago Cubs took on the Brew Crew in
Fish
Milwaukee,
is pretty
Wisconsin,
good,
and Milwaukee was victorious in this one. The final
Nope.
was 8-4. Chris
Chris
Davis
Granderson?
led the charge offensively with 3 RBIs in the
Good
contest.
ire.
He is among the National League leaders in home runs. Chris Perez
No.
was victorious in this one, earning his
That
first
was
win.
awesome.
At the moment, the Brewers are atop the NL Central. They have a small
Nah.
game-and-a-half advantage over second. The Cubs are at
Yeah.
the bottom of the division, 5 games back. The Cardinals
I think it's,
visited
I don't know if
PNC
it's
Park to play
Gene
the
or
Pirates,
Juan
and it
Segura
was the
or
Pirates who came
Gene
away
Segura, I
victorious.
don't know.
The score was 3-1.
Kyle Osh.
Right now,
Scooter
the
Giant.
Pirates sit in second place in the National
Chris
League
Davis.
Central,
I can get
only
Chris
a game and a
Davis.
half back. The Cardinals are third in the division, 3 games back. The Padres were in Phoenix to take on the D-backs, and it was the
Neil Walker's
D-backs who
pretty good.
grabbed the victory. Final score was 4-2. Heading into today, the
I'll
Diamondbacks
contemplate
are in
it. I
4th
might put
place
one of
in
them
the
on the
NL
trading
West,
block, like
one game out of first.
Weeders or
The Padres
somebody
are
else who
atop the
has 1 year
division,
left on their
one game
contract.
ahead of second. The Dodgers went up against the Rockies in the Mile High City, and it was the boys in blue who emerged in this one,
All right.
5-0. Clayton Kershaw earned a well-deserved win on the bump
All
as he
right.
tossed a complete game shutout.
Wait, actually,
As of today, he's in the
Seager
top
still.
5 in the National League in strikeouts.
Who do I
As
want
of
to pitch
today,
with?
the
All
Rockies
right, I'll
are
do
in
this token
last
for the next
place in
game.
the NL West. They're 2 games back. The Dodgers are atop of
All
the
right,
division,
well,
1 game
yeah,
ahead of
thanks for
second.
watching, and
The
I'll
Miami
see you in the next
Marlins
video.
matched up against the Giants in